The Protection Agency is on high alert. It says cyber attacks against water utilities are becoming more frequent and severe across the country.
The EPA recently issued an enforcement alert urging water utilities to take immediate actions to protect drinking water from internal and external attacks. Brittany Schmidt looks into the alert and how the Green Bay Water Utility is already proactively protecting its critical infrastructure.
The Green Bay Water Utility's operating and filtration system is manned 24/7, meaning an employee is always physically watching the controls and monitoring the pumps that push out almost 21 million gallons of safe and clean water a day to roughly 140,000 customers.
It's the brains of our system, basically.
A system that would be tossed into havoc if hacked during a cyber attack.
So if we weren't able to control our pumps, make pump changes, we'd either have too much or too little water coming into town or heading to the filter plant to treat. It also would control pressures within the city, tank levels within the city. We could drain tanks, overflow tanks. If we have too high of pressures, we could be blowing up water mains.
The fear of an outside attack is why the Green Bay Water Utility maintains a closed-loop system. It cannot be externally hacked because there's no internet accessibility.
The benefits of doing something remotely hasn't outweighed the risks of someone hacking in. We're constantly weighing that because there's benefits to being able to do things remotely if need to. But to this point, we haven't had the need to do the remote operating.
Powell says the utility is routinely assessed and tested by the EPA and the American Water Works Association.
And we passed. They said that we were pretty good, we were pretty well guarded.
Internally, Powell says email and password security is a top priority. Public access to the building is limited with a secure vestibule. And the utility has its own IT employee monitoring everything with ability to tap into the city's IT department if needed.
It's not out of sight, out of mind. Even though we do have a lot of safeguards in place, we're constantly looking for more safeguards.
According to the EPA's Deputy Administrator Janet McCabe, several countries are actively trying to disable U.S. critical infrastructure, including water. In a recent Associated Press report, the EPA found about 70% of the nation's utilities inspected over the past year violated standards meant to protect breaches and intrusions. The enforcement alert is meant to send a serious message to water utilities across the nation to upgrade protocols and fix vulnerabilities. In Green Bay, Brittany Schmidt, Action 2 News.